was the first time that you realized that hip hop is something that you wanted to pursue and that you loved?
The first time that I came up with an idea that I wanted to do like hip hop, I wanted to do rap, I wanted to get into the music industry. I was about 12 years old, and I actually came out with a little tape, and my name back then was True Mac, TRU, and then space, and then Mac, MAC. You know, I thought I was king shit at the time. I had a tape, I had a cover. I spent a lot of time, you know, it was just regular bogus paper, like lined paper that you use in class and stuff. It was just that kind of stuff, and I folded it and cut it out to like the perfect. And I wish I still had it, because if I still had it, then I could, you know, use it as some kind of memorabilia and stuff. But I mean I don't. But that was when I decided that that's what I wanted to do. It wasn't when Eminem came out and he wanted to be like a big time rapper and everything. It really wasn't when you know, any specific artist stood out.
What kind of influence has Vito been in your life?
I think Vito, I don't really know how to put it as far as what kind of influence. He's been a really good friend. He became my friend through a mutual friend, Marty. And he's been somebody that I can go to for a lot of things. There were some situations that happened in the past that I needed advice on, and he was one of the first people for me to go to. Not because he'd gone through them himself, but because I looked to him as a person that could, I don't know, help me get through it, help me understand it, see it from a different viewpoint, what would you do kind of thing. He's just been a good friend and a good influence, and look at things outside the box, because that's kind of what he does. He doesn't think in the box.
Do you think hip hop is ready for somebody like Vito?
Oh, definitely. I think the rap game needs a change, and Vito's that change. You know, the stuff kids listen to nowadays, it's not hip hop. It's just rap. You know, nothing about nothing. Vito's actually, he reminds me of like Tupac. You know, he's actually keeping it real, talking about what's on his mind, what's going through his life. And people nowadays, all they do, you know, they do it for the money. Vito's doing it for himself. He's trying to get a message across.
I like going to the hood, yeah, the west side of town. Unlock my doors and roll the windows down. Try that little homie, he won't be sticking around. I keep the semi by my side, but I still go round for round. Ding, 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 and I'm coming straight for you. You know how, cause I start lacing up my boots.
I got a lot of stuff on my chest. I got a lot of burdens on my back, and it's time to just let this shit go. And you know, I mean, my first music was booty. It was booty as hell, you know. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it was booty as hell. But it was just an outlet for me, and that's when I realized how important it was for me to use it to my advantage.
What kind of influence has Vito been in your life?
Vito, he's been a good influence on me. Ever since I met him in high school, we were always right there. You know, he had my back, I had his. And I had problems, he'd help me out. If he had problems, you know, vice versa. We'd always just influence each other, you know. A lot of times, people are going to tell us apart because we are so similar.
I started rapping and becoming an artist. You know, at first I think we're all rappers, and some of us eventually become artists, and I believe that's where I'm at right now, because a rapper, you know, is something or somebody that has something to hide inside, whereas a hip-hop artist, I mean, it's art. It's a form of art. It's not there's nothing fake about it. There's nothing, everything about it is real.
And since you were that 12-year-old kid with that tape recorder, how do you think you have grown emotionally, mentally, and physically?
I mean, I've grown. I've grown physically. You know what I mean? I've gotten taller. I've gotten bigger. I've gotten stronger. Mentally, I've gotten stronger. I've been through so many things in the past 15 years, coming from the 12-year-old kid to the 27-year-old man that I am now, I've come so far. I've been through so much. I've been through a war. I've been through houses galore. I've had 2 kids. I'm married. I've been with the same girl since high school that everybody was doubting me on. I've done everything that people said that was impossible, and I'm still here.